Alright guys, and welcome to episode 18 of this Euro 2012 DLC Expedition Mode. And yeah, this should be the first episode of like a week. I think I'm going to do it for about a week, just get these videos out, see if we can make some progress, get a lot of it completed, and yeah, because basically I understand that you guys, this seems to be the favourite among among the majority of my subscribers. And it also, obviously, I don't want, like I said, I don't want to be still playing it when FIFA 13 comes out, and, you know, it just seems a bit pointless, because it's out of time zone there. So, yeah, last episode we played Netherlands once, and we lost to them, and then we couldn't even beat Sweden. So we're going to start off this episode trying to beat Sweden and get in the road to Netherlands back. And we started off really well in the 19th minute. This is the last time Ibrahimovic put in his 1-0 up. And yeah, they came back at us though in the 23rd minute. It's Zlatan Ibrahimovic again, putting him back on level terms at 1-1. Because obviously, you know, just because I've taken Zlatan Ibrahimovic doesn't mean that Sweden can't play him. So that was a bit frustrating. I was like, oh, damn it, we're just taking the lead. We don't need to concede. You know, just try and hold it. Just defensively try and hold it. And yeah, we couldn't do that. But fortunately, we did manage to get back, and we got a second goal through Zlatan Ibrahimovic again to make it 2-1. And then, obviously, we got I completely lost all my words there. We got another goal just before half-time, making it 3-1. Zlatan Ibrahimovic assisting it this time for Swifty, who put it into the back of the net. But basically, I was hoping that if I beat these, then I'd pick up Andres Isaacson, because at the minute I've got that Willending goal, and he's Sweden's reserve goalkeeper, and honestly, he's not that great. He makes so many mistakes. It's unbelievable. Defensively, I'm not great, but, you know, sometimes if you've got a great keeper, then he will actually help you out if the defence are beaten. And as you can see, before half-time, they did make it 3-2. But we came out in the second half and made sure of the win. When I finessed it into the far corner to make it 4-2. So yeah, bit of an action-packed opening game. This is the first game of 6, so if that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. So yeah, if you want to hit that like button now, that'd be pretty awesome. I know that's a bit cheeky, say, you know, but it seems we're only 2 minutes into the episode. But it's been a good start. We've beaten Sweden 4-2, and we did manage to pick up I don't know what his first name is, but his surname's Safari. He's a left back, and he will replace Boylson in the first team, and we will no longer have Boylson. So yeah, that's a pretty decent improvement. Like I said though, I did want the goalkeeper. But anyway, moving on. We will get into the game against Netherlands, and as you can see in the 20th minute, they started off really wheel. I said really wheel because it was Van der Weel that crossed it in for Schneider. And this is what I'm talking about with my goalkeeper. He just kind of stood and hesitated. I thought he should have come and claimed it, but he didn't. And they did take a 1-0 lead. And then just before half-time, I was thinking, just hold it defensively. Let's get into half-time 1-0 down. That's completely fine. But no. Van Persie came out with that shot, and yeah, it was now 2-0, and I was like, damn it, I don't want to be facing Sweden again. So I came out and I was like, right, I'm going to get a goal back and I will equalise. And I managed to get a goal back. It was a really sweaty goal. Swifty laid it off to Ibrahimovic. I was a bit worried when I passed it. I thought, oh, is this actually going to make it across? Because there's like 3 defenders. But he did make it across. We did pull a goal back. And yeah, in the 82nd minute, we got a free kick. Gave it to Jalio. And Jalio managed to fire it into the back of the net. And I was like, oh, get in. Finally, equal. Surely this will take it to half-time now. I doubt I'll be able to actually get a winner. But yeah, I was really impressed with that goal. I was really pleased. I saw Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I was like, it's a shame that he's not going to be able to get the ball. But hopefully I can do something with it to whoever it lays off to. And yeah, ultimately it finished 2-2. And then in extra time, it also finished 2-2. So when Van Bommel stepped up to take the penalty, he had to score, and he did score. But that still meant that if Zlatan Ibrahimovic scored his penalty, then we would be going through, and we would be beating Netherlands for the first time. So I stepped up with him and absolutely hammered it down the middle. Unfortunately, though, the keeper saved it. And I think that's either his second or third miss in a row. So yeah, after they scored with Matthijssen, that put the pressure on our defender, Schuhas, and he had to score to keep us in it. And as he stepped up to take the penalty, the keeper managed to get a bit of his body to it, saved it, kept it out, and that was us beating by Netherlands. And yeah, I was pretty annoyed, to say the least. I was like, damn it. I can't remember if that's the first penalty shoot. I know I lost a penalty shoot I didn't to Sweden in the last episode. But yeah, as you can see, I absolutely hammered them all game. God knows how many more shots I had in them, and God knows how many more shots on target I had them in, plus more possession. So to say it was a frustrating loss is it's just ridiculous. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to go through this. But anyway, back to Sweden. I'm back to a 1-0 start with Raul Morelos this time. The keeper got a hand to it, Isaacson, but he palmed it into the back of the net, which is unusual. Usually he's really good at saving them, and then Matududi stepped up with an absolute belter just 6 minutes later, and we went out 2-0 up and seemed to be coasting. And then we came out in the second half and just increased that lead when Zlatan Ibrahimovic got the easiest of tap-ins, and it was now 3-0. Now, obviously, like I have been saying, my keeper isn't great and my defence isn't great either. So they were always going to get a goal, whether it was consolation or not. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic walked through, and I'm not going to blame my keeper there because he did skim me quite well, Ibrahimovic. But yeah, that is how it finished. It finished Sweden 1, PropaneGamingHD 3. So hopefully now, if I ever do lose to Netherlands, then I will be able to simply beat Sweden and hopefully pick up good players along the way. That time I didn't. I picked up a left mid that was rated 70, so he didn't even go into the substitutes bench. And we're back in the game against Netherlands, and obviously they started off really well. Van der Vaart gave the ball to Wesley Sneijder, who gave it to Huntelaar, and Huntelaar put it into the back of the net. And I was almost certain it was offside, but obviously looking at the replays, he wasn't offside, he was onside, and I was like, oh god, here we go again. 32 minutes in, we're losing 1-0 to Netherlands, and you know, that's that. And we don't seem to be able to beat them for whatever reason. But we came out in the second half, and we did manage to get an equaliser. Swifty fired it into the far corner, and we were now back on level terms at 1-1. And I was pretty confident that we could go on from this and maybe nick a winner. Unfortunately, I was wrong, and after some great build-up play, Van Persie managed to walk through my defence, put them 2-1 up in the 77th minute. And that was the game there and then in their hands. I mean, we had 1 or 2 chances to get back, but it was nothing really. It was just mere shots that were straight at the keeper. So, yeah, as you can see, he just walked past my defence and put it into the bottom corner. So, that is full-time. Netherlands 2, PropaneGamingHD 1. Which means we go back to Sweden, which is incredibly annoying because I cannot stand playing Sweden because it means that I've lost in the Netherlands. And but anyway, yeah, we did beat them again. I wouldn't say we hammered them this time, but as you can see, 13 shots to 8 and 9 shots on target to 6, as well as 20 extra percentage of possession. So yeah, like I said, back to Sweden we go, to the Ibrahimovic, the Elmanders, the Elms, and yeah, we managed to take a 1-0 lead in the 5th minute with I can't even pronounce his first name, Tupasunin, and then we took a 2-0 lead in 4 minutes later when Ibrahimovic laid it off to Swifty, and Swifty fired it in off the post. And before half time we did manage to add a third. Ibrahimovic this time, edge of the area, bang, back of the net, 3-0, thank you very much. Then obviously they got the goal that they always get because they always score against me, which made it 3-1. And yeah, that is how the game finished. Nothing else happened in the second half. Yeah, nothing else happened in the second half. I was just trying to have a quick remember then. Try and remember the game very quickly because obviously sometimes it does that. Anyway, moving on because I'm completely losing track. We managed to pick up Seb Larsson, and I was still annoyed that I'm not getting a goalkeeper. I have 2 reserve goalkeepers. I've got Kasper Schmeichel, who's Denmark's reserve goalkeeper, and Willand, who is Sweden's reserve goalkeeper. It's starting to annoy me a little bit now. But anyway, we move on to the game against Netherlands, and I think this is the last game of the episode. And as you can see, we break forward in the 3rd minute. Matatuda gives the ball to Larsson, and Sebastian Larsson puts us 1-0 up in the 3rd minute on his debut against Netherlands, and I was like, oh, finally, is this going to be our day when we manage to take the win against Netherlands? And yes, it seemed to be, because in the 8th minute I fired us 2-0 up, and usually that had never gone in, but it flew into the top corner, and it just seemed to be going right for us at this moment in time. And in the 28th minute we made it 3. Zlatan Ibrahimovic with another tap in, half an hour gone, and we were 3-0 up. This had to be the victory. This had surely Netherlands couldn't come back from this now. They did manage to get a goal before half time. Everyone always gets a goal past me. Wesley Sneijder had the shot. Willand saved it, but it fell straight to the feet of Huntelaar, and Huntelaar put it into the back of the net. But that was only 3-1. They were still a good 2 goals behind. And before half time, we did manage to make it 4-1. What a goal this was by Raul Morales on the half volley, I think. And yeah, it was a beautiful assist by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So 4-1, we went into half-time, we were cruising. This was the game, this was our game, surely. They came out in the second half, and they did win a penalty there. It was a bit of a soft one to give away, and yeah, they did end up converting it, as you will see in a second. Rafael van der Vaart, no, he didn't convert it. What am I saying? I'm completely losing my mind now. No, he chipped it straight down the middle. I was there to save it, and we did win. That was the game. We won 4-1. We'd finally completed Group Group D, Group E, I can't remember. But yeah, we managed to beat all the teams in the group, which means we have completed it. Not fully completed it because we still need to beat Netherlands twice. And I was like, oh, what a relief. Thank God for that. Finally beaten Netherlands after all this time. So yeah, as you can see, stats there very quickly. And then we advanced through. And then my Xbox froze. Why? Why do this to me? Like, why? I was like, no, you have got to be kidding, so I had to restart it. Oh, honestly, when it's not your day, it just really isn't your day, is it? I genuinely, that couldn't have happened at a worse time. That has not happened on Expedition before. So yeah, I loaded it back up, and obviously I have not beaten Netherlands. It did not save it. It was in the process of saving it when it froze. So yeah, thank you for that, FIFA. Really, really, really appreciated that, because that's exactly what I wanted to happen. So yeah, this is the end of the episode, guys, and I don't know what I'm going to... I think I'm moving groups next episode, because I don't want to bore you again with another episode of me trying to beat Netherlands. I don't know, I might play one game against them, see what happens. So yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to show your continued support. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video because you feel sorry for me, or because you're absolutely wetting yourself again at me. And I cannot believe that. Why did I beat them 4-1 and it... Oh, do you know what? See you later, guys. Peace out.